Hello everyone, my name is Saurabh and this is our third video in the FPS tutorial series, and today I will teach you how to make a movement script for our player. So for that I will create a folder where we will store all our scripts, and in that we will create a script known as player movement. Now I will open it. Here I will create some variables. First one is to store character controller, and in the second one we have created a variable to store the direction where our player will move, then speed, and then gravity. We have given some default values to those, and in the jump force we will give it a value of 20 and a vertical velocity variable. Now in awake we will store our character controller component using the get component. So the character controller component is this. Now we'll remove the start, and in the update we will write a move the player method, and move the player method we will write all the script for the movement. So in the move direction we will create a vector 3, and in that we will give 3 values, and those values will depend on the input we will give. And so input.getAxis gives the value from 0 to 1 when we press T, and 0 to -1 when we press A, and similarly vertical gives value for W and S. I will show you that thing by writing in the update. We can write debug.log, and here if we write input.getAxis horizontal, now we will save it and we'll get back to Unity. Now when we will press D, you can see it's giving a positive value, and we will press A, then negative value. So similarly it's for vertical, so I'm removing it. So it depends on our input. Now we will as it contains a horizontal and this type of string variables, so it can create a problem for us. That's why we create a tag holder script, and in that we have created a public class that is axis, and here we will store our string variables horizontal and then vertical. So instead of writing vertical and horizontal strings again and again in getAxis method, we will just write axis.horizontal so that we don't create any mistake while writing those. Now after that we will create another method that will apply gravity. So in that I have created a condition using if and else, that in the character controller there is already a is grounded that tells us that gives boolean value. If the object is grounded, then it will give true, or else it will give false. Now in the vertical velocity we have just decreased the gravity and then multiplied it by the time.delta time so that it can be time independent. In the player jump we will write the code for jump. In the else part we will again write vertical, because the gravity applies whether the player is grounded or not. So that's why we will write the gravity part again, and then we will write move direction, and then y, because the y component So before that, let's write the player jump method first. So if a player is grounded and we have pressed the key space, then this condition will be satisfied. So we have written down because we want the condition to be satisfied when only the spaces button is down. Now in the for move direction y part, we will decrease the velocity again. We will make it equal to the velocity, so that when when we try to jump, then y part should be equal to the vertical velocity. And then to move the player, we will write these 3 lines. So first one is a transformed direction, where we will give our direction, and then speed into time dot delta time, and then apply gravity. Now when we will play it, see its speed is very slow, but the controls are working. So I will change the speed. Let's make it 30. Now one thing is, if we try to remove time to delta time, then you will see that it's not getting smooth out. So instead of this, we need to write time dot delta time again and then save it. So time dot delta time not only makes it time independent but smooths out. Hope you like the video, and if you like it, then please press on like button and subscribe button.